Hey, everybody.
Stephen James Eden. How the hell are you?
Aaron, what is your middle name?
Jason.
Aaron Jason Carlson.
That is me.
All right.
Yeah.
I was going to respond and I'm like, I don't know your fucking middle name.
It's pretty white though, right? Jason.
I give you that. Mine's extremely white. Mine feels like it should be a college. Like, and I think it is. Eton College.
Eton College. I think you're right.
Yeah.
No, that's funny, dude. That's funny. You're not feeling too well today.
I am not.
Yeah, but you're here because you're a
I
fucking
am.
soldier. Yes,
I wanted to talk to the guys we're talking to today.
Yeah.
Jordan Ray Smith and Alonzo Ross of
Yes.
the film 495.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and it's a good movie, and I got to help them make it. It's fun. It's fucking great. I can't wait to talk about more about it. I don't know a lot about how that came into play, how they got involved in wanting to work together, how they even got into this fucking filmmaking thing. I have none of those answers.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
We should probably ask them.
I can do that. Yeah. I
Yeah.
can do that for sure. I got a lot of questions for them. I just want you're not gonna feel uncomfortable though, because there's gonna be like 3 black guys in here and then just you. You know this, right?
You know, I'm very confident within myself. Being surrounded by as many black men as possible doesn't bother me at all.
It doesn't bother you at all.
No, I'm from Long Beach, California, motherfucker. I'm 5% black on a good weekend.
On a good weekend.
On a good weekend.
Dude, if I was ever 5% black, I'd be happy no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Jesus, I'm as white as they come. Okay. One thing though, you know what I did today, which was really cool?
I have no idea.
I did my taxes this morning. I did it. And it's good. It's good. I don't owe shit, so it's good.
Hey, did you get some money back?
I did. How about that?
All right. Yeah, my wife did mine this week. Taxes freak me out. I have like a genuine no bullshit phobia about it.
I know you do.
I know. It's like a whole thing. Like
I know.
I fucked up one thing like 11, 12 years ago, and like
Uh-huh.
I've been panicked that it's going to show up ever since.
You're going to be fine. It's fine. Yeah. But I know you are. It's funny when anytime you get a paid thing, you're always so worried about it.
I'm like, I'm good. Yeah, I'll just
Just
feel.
do it for free forever.
I'm all right. Anything to keep my taxes easy.
That's right. All right. Well, why don't we go ahead and get our guests in here and we'll start our show. Sound good?
All right.
All right, buddy. Here we go.
Welcome to Around the Reel. Your host, Aaron Carlson, Steve Eaton, and Samantha Hanna. Ah, shit. Here we go again.
All right. Welcome back to Around the Reel.
Hey.
And here we are. Look at these guys. Motherfuckers. What's up? How
What's
are you?
happening?
How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Thanks for having us on, man. How y'all doing today? Y'all doing good?
I'm solid.
That's good, man.
I'm solid as shit.
Yeah,
How are
we're
you?
making
You
it.
good? You've got a lot of energy, Alonzo. You know this?
Yeah, man. I'm a ball of energy, bro. That's I gotta stay turned up, man. That's the only way to be. Y'all in California, right?
Washington State.
Washington. Oh, okay. I was about to
Yeah.
ask how's the weather.
Yeah, it's rainy, cold.
It's cold.
Shitty. You
Cold.
know.
So yeah, it's
Washington.
just like
I don't know
yeah,
if you
just
like it.
man.
Like, I don't know. Like, I lived in California for the first 25 some odd years of my life, and it's fucking hot down there. I'm
Yeah.
good.
What's wrong with the heat?
It's fucking hot. That's why.
You must eat a lot of pork. You must eat a lot of pork.
that is. No, I don't think I do. Is that a thing? I mean, I'm fat, but I don't.
No. No, I'm just messing.
Pork makes you hot.
It makes you warm. That grease get hot.
It should get hot, bro.
Speaking of, where are you guys coming from?
The Midwest Kansas, man. We all the way.
Wichita, Kansas, yo.
Yep.
Wichita.
We eat
All
beef.
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Good for you guys.
Eat beef.
Got license plates that say that around here. You know, that's how serious people are about eating beef.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yo.
I'm with them. I don't do pork, but I'll eat beef all damn day long.
You don't eat bacon? You don't like bacon? Steve?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's true. I eat a lot of bacon.
Yeah, that's what I thought, motherfucker.
I just don't like. I don't know. Like when I think of pork, I think of like that simple. Like it almost looks like spam. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A simple
That's
white
nasty.
piece of
I used to do was crazy. I grew up on spam and eggs, man.
Spam's not bad, but pork
It's not. It's
doesn't
salty
taste like
as shit.
nothing.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, pork
simple
chops.
pork.
You
Bacon's
got
cool.
pork chops.
Bacon
You
ain't
got
pork.
pork tenderloin. You know, you got
No.
pork.
Now,
You got
Aaron,
baby back
Aaron,
ribs,
Aaron,
bro.
you can cook. You
I
can
be-
cook.
I be getting down every day.
That's
Almost
why he
every
started
day.
naming. That's why he started naming all. He started naming all stuff he liked to make. He said,
Fuck yeah.
tenderloin, you smother it.
Yeah, fuck you.
He ain't made food for me one fucking time neither. I've known him for 3 years.
You come over during the day most of the time. We have a little
Wow.
Nah, Steve, that
Yeah.
ain't right, bro. There's
Yeah,
no
he needs to
excuse
get
to
his ass
that.
over.
No,
There
There's
is an
no
excuse. There isn't. But
No,
I
that's
have an
why
open door
I don't
policy.
go out at night.
I know he doesn't go out there. He's too hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Steve, I heard you can't go over there during the after edit. You just be there during the regular edit, but they have an after edit. You don't want to be there. You're
Yeah.
making the place during the after edit.
Oh man, it's fun to have you guys. All right, so do me a favor, guys. Jordan, why don't you start off, introduce yourself to the audience, and then Alonzo, you follow it up.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So I'm Jordan Ray Smith from Wichita, Kansas. Got into filmmaking just a few years ago. Started from acting, and now we're behind the camera making our own movie. So got our first one that, thanks to you, we got complete, and we're about to have our premiere soon and about to go to streaming. So we're about to see what this movie road is like.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Go ahead, Alonzo.
I'm Alonzo Ross. I started off with stand-up. I still, of course, do stand-up comedy, radio personality. And I met Jordan on this lonely road, man. And then we started, like he said, doing acting. Me and him showed up. I met him one night. Next day, I seen him on set. I'm like, wait a second. This is how this world works. Then from there, like he said, from acting to aspiring to be on behind the camera, now we here. 495 coming soon. Can't wait for everybody to see it. I really can't wait. I really can't.
I bet you guys. Yeah. Well, thank you guys. You guys, I'm gonna just start it off by saying you guys made a really fucking good movie. I mean, it's really a solid film. I'm gonna give you guys that right off the bat. And I remember when Jordan had reached out. I think you put a post up on Facebook looking for someone to do something. And I just randomly responded when I saw it because I was in a vibe and I had some time maybe to help somebody out. And when you showed me what your film was, when you sent me the link, I knew there was a movie there, bro. I knew it from the fucking beginning. And why don't you tell a little bit about the process here, you guys, if you can, about filming it, getting it done. Let's just start with getting it done, and then and it was ready. You thought you had a movie, and then what happened after that? Why did it take so long?
Yeah, so we had a movie the whole time. You proved it to us that we had a movie the whole time. We didn't think that. There was plenty of times when we filmed it, we knew, when we wrote it, we knew we had a movie. When we filmed it, we knew we had a movie. When we got the first edit, we were like, what are we doing? Are we qualified to make movies here? And then we found you, and you made it all come together. You were like, "Nah, I promise you, I can figure it out. I got it." Because we knew what we filmed and what we wrote. It had to work out, and the locations we had. It was, man, the process behind it is crazy. We were supposed to quit like 1,000 times, but we didn't. But it's gonna be really beneficial once it's finally out there. So
yeah, I mean, we originally when we wrote it, we didn't even write it to film it originally. We started on the scene trying to sell scripts, thinking that was the way into film. So we wrote a script, and then we found out this is not how you write a script.
Nobody wanted to buy it at all. We sent it to probably over a good 150 people. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking like, I'm not going to mention people's names, but no stuff like that too. That could possibly really fund the movie because they had those types of connections and stuff. People looked at it and was like, "Whoa!" We wrote the first movie, the first final draft on iPhone.
Yeah, I love it.
Hey,
I love it.
That shows filmmaking.
And we put all the ideas on this same whiteboard.
Yeah, I love it.
Filmmaking.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
And so, man, we were both just kind of like in between, that stage when you're a creator or creative or whatever, you're in that stage, you're like, man, something gonna have to change, or this is it. I'm done with this. Because I got businesses, I can go make money here. And then Jordan, he does a lot of businesses, so he could have easily just was like, all right, about to be a millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
And he could have just disappeared. And then of course I got stand-up so strong, I was like, Jordan, man, I'll just do stand-up. I'm okay with that. But we actually, we stuck it out, and man, I'm glad we did, because like he said, that was just to speak on. We could have quit 1,000 times.
Yeah,
man, we didn't.
I'm glad.
That's
I'm glad you guys did.
Kind of are, man. They somebody told me way back when, they said films don't want to be made. Like the whole time, you gotta they're like a football made of lava that you slowly have to run across. Your arm burning, it falls off. And by the end, you're holding it between your feet, hopping over the line.
You're like, come on, I just need 7 points.
7 points.
Come on, somebody help me out. Nope, fuck it. I guess I'm doing it. Yeah.
Man, you said something right there. Somebody help me out. Nope, fuck it. I'll do it my damn self.
And that's the truth, right?
My damn self.
That's exactly it.
We tried to do as much as we could.
Well, you guys sure as shit did, though, and that showed, and that's what I was trying to tell you. Your script was solid; it's fine. Your actors brought it to life. You guys brought it to life with your crew, and you shot it very well. I mean, the shot choices are great. The storyline is cohesive. There's underlying meaning to the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Which I really liked about it. It may not be an earth-shattering film, but for a first fucking movie from somebody, it's fucking fantastic across the board. I'm telling you. I've seen so much worse than that for somebody's first time. Even my first movie that I made is shit compared to your guys' movie.
At least you can talk about it. Like most filmmakers, their first film, they're like, I was playing around a little bit.
Yeah.
Around a little bit. And then I made this movie, and it's your third.
Right. It is your third one, right?
I ain't even gonna lie. We had no choice. If so many people were just there's so many eyes because our market is so small. Wichita, our market is so small. So when you say, hey, this is what I'm launching out to do, it's like they're staring at it with a fine-tooth comb, oh, are you? Well, let's see. And so there was no margin for error, because with this market, you mess up once, that's who you are. That's it.
They don't fuck around in Wichita, man. They don't fuck around down there.
We've really been fortunate enough to, since we started, we both met in the comedy club at the Looney Bin. That's where we met, at the back of the line. But we could talk about that story a whole nother time. So we met there. So through the comedy, then through acting. So we had been on set, seen movies be made, a part of a few different projects. We were fortunate, to be behind the scenes as students for quite some time. So whenever we came out and we said, hey, we wanted to make a movie, we knew the right pieces to put together. So like you said, it looks really good, the shot selection. We did have input on that too, but we really went out there and found people that we knew were smarter than us. Our DP, our sound
Sean
guy.
Trey. Shout out to Sean Trey.
This be our director of photography, Derek Ramones, our sound operator, and they had been a part of so many more projects than we had been a part of, and I'm talking amazing projects, a lot of short film stuff like that, but they really, really had the knowledge. So when we created that team, we didn't know so much. We knew this is what we wanted the acting to be like, this is the story, but when it came to the white balance, the ISO, the lighting.
Shout out Frizz.
Man, Fritz Robinson, absolutely. We had to, the thing people don't know is everything we used to make this movie was a borrowed resource, honestly.
Right.
There was some things we did have to pay for, but we didn't have the money. So we had to go and borrow the resources. So we were
and pitch ourselves. We had to pitch it. We had to pitch hey, we're movie makers. This is what we're about to do. This is what we got. We ain't got nothing to show for it, but this passion. We had to
One thing I use, I ask people for everything. I'll ask you, Aaron, you probably already know. I will ask you over and over and over and over. Aaron's like, hey.
Hey, Aaron be like, the buck stops here, bud.
Yeah, just tell me the price. Just tell me the price, and we'll get there. But all I'm saying is I will ask for everything no matter what. I truly believe if you ask for it, somebody will give it to you, and your dreams will happen, and that's what's really happened. But Fritz Robinson, he supplies tons of filmmakers in our area with he has cameras, and I'm talking he's collected cameras for years.
He got cameras that are so old. They were using them in the war.
Does he have a rental house, or is it like he just loves cameras and
He just, and he'll loan out, you know, cameras and stuff like that, lights, sliders, whatever. You know, he just loves film, and he
gotta believe in you though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come to him. You just not giving it to any and everybody. Thankfully, Jordan had already had that connection because he's done so many films with that group of people, short films to even full feature films with that group of people. So he's already built that relationship. So when he came to him with that idea, and then he's like, I got a guy over here that's got, you know, he with me, so I ain't alone. I got a team. Then we just bring it together. It makes it possible. You know what I'm saying? It makes it possible.
Yep.
That's what Jordan's ain't forgetting to mention. He put in a lot of work, then 4 or 5 years working film after film with that side.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
So speaking of Jordan, what gave you and Alonzo, if you who came up with the idea for 495, and how did you guys start it?
So we were actually at one of our movie premieres. So we were we were at a movie premiere, and the director had told us, you know, because at that time we were really trying to start doing short films. We had wrote short films and different things like that, and try to get teams together. They never worked out, right? So we were trying to do that, and the director was pretty much just like, hey, look, man, y'all are kind of running around in circles, wasting your time. We're making money on Tubi. We're making these movies. Y'all should try to do this. But instead of even trying to make a movie, just write scripts, because all these independent filmmakers, they need movies to make. So we're like, you know what? And we're already in acting classes, communicating with celebrities. Like, so this is happening. We're like, okay, we're connected to, you know, nice people. So, and they're always script.
Nice people. We connected to some bullshit ass people, but we gonna move forward.
Nice people. So we were like, hey, we're gonna go write this script, and you know, the director was like, get to it. I don't think he realized how fast we were gonna do it. So we went and we locked ourselves in him and his wife's bedroom, and we wrote a movie in 4 days. I mean, it wasn't a movie. It was like 39 pages, but it on a cell phone. But we, you know, we thought we did excellent. We took it back to him, and that's when we started to send it to everybody. And they told us, we thought we kept it simple. Hey, we'll keep it in the arcade and the escape room. Two places. And at that time, what's that movie that came out? That one, was it the Oscars? Best Motion Picture? It was something. Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
So that and then we like saw those types of movies. But when we saw that Everything Everywhere at Once, Alonzo was showing me, because we were like, man, we want to do something different, something trippy.
And I was trying to tell him, like, bro, the movies to make have to have chaos. It has to have controlled chaos. The attention span, and me and Jordan is big on attention spans. Me and Jordan are big on attention spans of the now generation. And so we needed something that's going to, and Aaron, as you edited, you seen it's a lot of whoo, whoo. It's a lot of pop in, pop out, pop in, pop out. And that's the TikTok in a movie, if you will. You know what I'm saying? To try to keep that. But there's a secret ingredient. So we had to, can I release the secret ingredient, Jordan? I mean, who cares? Fuck it.
Everybody's doing it.
So the secret ingredient was, so first and foremost, I was down bad. He's saying my wife, I was at my baby mama house. He was trying to be nice. See, Jordan got two sides to him. He got the real sophisticated, I ain't gonna fuck it. He's got the white side and the black side. You know
Yep. I got you.
Oh, shit, fuck it. He got the black side, and I've been trying to be all respectful. He got the black side and the white side. And so sometimes when he be speaking for others, he be speaking from his white side. I appreciate it. But this is the black side of the story. We was at my baby mama house. She was threatening to kick me out every single day, because what black man come home to his baby mama and tell him I ain't got no job? I want to write a movie.
Gotta go.
She said, nigga, with what camera?
We didn't have no camera, nothing.
And so all we had was two foldable chairs and a whiteboard, and we weren't allowed to go over an octave of 4. The door had to stay shut, and me and Jordan was struggling. So I was very emotional and religious at the time. So I was like, it's this Bible, man. It's this Bible.
Hey, for real.
Oh my god.
So we had everything everywhere all at once. We wanted to kill people with Saul. Then we like, but we gotta save him though. We just can't be tripping.
Dude, that's where how it cuts, all those cuts back and forth between people's lives and stuff. The old Crash movie.
And so we just kind of picked those things apart, kind of seen how we would fit like a life lesson into chaos and what kind of life lesson. And then of course Jordan has a strong, background in the military. So those different parts of the movie that you'll see, really resonate in his life. And then of course I grew up in a military home, so that resonates in my life. And so those are those things that we really wanted to, show homage to where we came from. I mean, when you do your first thing, it's kind of like your baby. It's kind of like your introduction. It's so you put a little bit of yourself in it, and so we did that as well to make sure that it got a personal touch as well.
Absolutely.
How long ago roughly was the baby mama point? How long ago did y'all actually have to? I mean, just for
so what? To bring a tragic story to a beautiful ending, just like the movie, she is now living in my house. She don't have to work. She lives job free. She works on her own businesses, making candles. She's also the moderator to my live show at night. So she has a wonderful life. So it went from, this was about 3-4 years ago. So she went from cussing me out to cooking me plates. God damn it.
Here you go, baby. Keep doing what you're doing.
And now the movie's coming out. She's like, okay, and the movie coming?
Yeah.
We got ourselves a camera.
Yeah, that's we got cameras.
That's what we did.
Man.
So 4 years though, pretty much from start to finish.
Yeah, it took us a while because we wrote the movie. When we were, like he talks about the film community where we're from, it's so small, but it's so judgmental. Okay, so there was a time where we kind of had to, with what was going on, we were picking sides and different things like that, and dealing with the politics and the movie making in this small community. You know what I mean? And it kind of drove us apart at a point, and then eventually we came back together. And I was like, look, because I try to write movies with other people, so there's other celebrities.
I'm the best writer in the city. I
tried to do movies with them, but it never panned out. And I knew we had this one, and I'm like, man. But I knew, I was like, me and Alonzo, we wasn't really that great at the time. So I was like, the only way this is gonna work.
And people be scared to sometimes double back on me because I be moving. So I be moving. So he's like, dang, Alonzo doing comedy, he really ain't giving a damn about no movies. He kind of done with all this. Is he even gonna want to do this? Man, let me tell you, my heart dropped because I had his number saved, but I ain't talked to Jordan in like a year.
Okay.
I ain't talked to Jordan in a whole year.
Like all the time. So
and we used to talk every day. I mean, he used to be in my baby mama house. This dude knows secrets about me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
I ain't talked to this man for a year. He knows too much to go away for a year. I might have to kill him. I might really have to. And so the phone ring, I'm like, Jordan. It's so funny because I look around at everybody else like, should I answer? Should I? But I'm glad I did for sure, man. And it's been a long time coming, but I wouldn't want to make a movie with nobody else but my dog. And that's for real.
That's awesome, man.
That's how it is, though. Like, that's just being a friend. Like, there's always a point where you're like, look, are we in or are we out? Because I'm either, like ride or die, or I got to kill him. One or the other.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that
how
teamwork
he came
is
to
key.
me too. He was like, bro, ride or die, bro. And I was like, bro, let's ride. Let's ride,
for sure, bro. I totally get it, and that's one of the things we've done up here too with this community. Like we started out like with nobody, right? But we literally engaged not only with this podcast, but with others out there, just reaching out to them, but specifically, right? Certain people that either I had a vibe for, or Sam did, or Steve did, or our other buddy Chuck. And we would we knew the people that we wanted to work with because we knew that they were fucking cool people. Yeah. Right. It wasn't just that they were talented; they were fucking cool. And that was the big thing for me when we started this, was to make sure that people that we worked with had the same kind of vibe we had, and their outlook was the same. It didn't come down to money; it came down to the work. It came down to the love of filmmaking or storytelling or whatever it was. and having fucking fun doing it, right?
Facts.
There was nothing worse than having somebody on set. I've worked with a couple named people before. One of them is just a little odd. Okay, he's a little fucking odd, and I didn't want him to work with him anymore. I could have easily got him back in more of our films, but I chose not to for a reason, because I just didn't like I don't know. There's just something weird about certain people you just can't click with, and that's unfortunate. But you want to, you have every hope to, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't.
I mean, there was a point in time where me and Jordan, we started, and there was, trying to make sure everything was done correctly, and he got visions and I got visions. Man, we on set. Man, so first and foremost, our sets are 5 o'clock in the morning. We filmed every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Well, me and Jordan's up there. We got to be there early. At least an hour, whatever. 4:30. Whatever. So 5 o'clock in the morning when we typically started. Me and Jordan, the sun's not even up. We up packing shit out the car because we arguing from last night to this morning.
But it was like a no-fail mission, man. It didn't matter. People had COVID. It didn't matter. Alonzo was crazy. I'm like, they couldn't come in. I'm like, get rid of them.
I'm like, you can't get rid of them for COVID. He's like, I don't give a damn. If they're sick, they're not real filmmakers. I'm like, wait a second.
We're pulling actors out of rooms, just random people. We ended up scratching that anyway, so that was wasted time. But it was like one of those types of things. Once we got there, it was dead set. Like, we got to get this done. There's no excuse. And we had to clear the time because we were borrowing everything. So it was like, we borrow stuff. It's not like some people, they can kind of take their time, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. I'm shooting a series right now, and I ain't even been in the building in a minute, but the stuff's still there. Fortunately, the guy has let me borrow it for an extremely long time, but well, not really until it's not vacant anymore. But,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's just, I don't even know where I was going with that.
But I know where you're going. But when you're strapped with limited resources, limited time, it's like a pimple that's ready to bust. You know what I'm saying? Like the one on my head. And so it's like when he was like, we got to push. And I was like, we got to push, but we can't kill these people. You know what I'm saying? We got to push, but we got to, you know what I'm saying? So it's when you get those two ideas, and it's like, which one we do, and it can kind of cause that friction. But what I think what kept me and Jordan tight through all of it is that we had already spent that year away, and when we came back, it was like the grass wasn't greener on the other side. So we're gonna have to get along with somebody, and why not be with the person who from start, me and Jordan, like he said, like you mentioned a little bit, like from the back of the comedy line, like from the start, we've always been put together. So why don't we just figure this shit out? And so I'm
good together, because like he's more the communicator to the actors and stuff, and then I'm more the communicator to the technical part.
You don't want Jordan telling you what to do,
right? A lot more patience than me, so he's more of a people person. I'm still a people person, but his communication is way better than mine for sure.
Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, the communication is there, but okay, Jordan, let me ask you. So, is your patience level like super thin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what? Okay, good enough. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. No, I understand.
Alonzo just throws him right under the bus. Yeah. Good for you, Alonzo.
No, I totally get that. But see, that's what's so cool.
It's a patience level to a thing, but it's not detrimental to the people around him or himself. It's more comedy because you can see his balls down. You can see the gears in his head turning. You can see the gears. I'm so mad you can't say nothing no more, bro. Because I was gonna say you can see his balls rolling, but you don't want to say that either. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I totally get it.
It works.
Yeah.
But isn't that weird then? How Jordan meets you at this comedy club, and you guys balance each other out that way. Isn't that fucking weird, right?
That's crazy.
That's the weirdest thing.
I got my style of thing, and like I actually think his style of doing things is the reason I want to make films. Like the fun part is like I'm much more like Jordan, where like I'm like, no, we got to do it right, right, like, and do it big, and I want to impress myself. And you're like, yeah, but people will fucking kill you if you don't kill them first. And maybe you should have some fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jordan, tell me that is not you to a T. Is that not you to a T?
I'm about to stand in the middle of this car right now. It's going to come from down the street going 45 miles an hour. The people is going to, I'm not doing that. Give me the camera so I hope this is safe.
Right.
Isn't he drunk? No, I'm like...
Yeah, I think we all need that balance because Steve actually does that for me too. I mean, you bring out stuff that I'm not thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Because my goal is to make sure that we're all having a good time and not forget that, you know, this is a privilege and we're playing. We're fucking playing. This is fun. So when I'm watching the behind the scenes stuff for 495, editing this, and I see Jordan on screen for a second. I could see it, dude. Like you went up and then you talked to your young actors and you're walking back to the camera. There was a serious vibe to you coming back to the camera.
It might have been my daughter. I really made my daughter mad one day. Alonzo had to kind of pick me back up but I had to get her there. I feel like and it might be because I used to deal with a lot of soldiers and stuff, and sometimes actors like
he has soldier methods.
Right.
Like sometimes you gotta get actors there, and if that means like me just telling you like,
and Alonzo's like in your ear going, "Motherfucker, they did not enlist."
Yeah, so, it's specific because listen, y'all, there's a scene in the movie where we have a gun or whatever, and we was trying to get, when somebody pulls out a gun and it's a scary movie and there's people dying and you gotta feel it. Jordan's like, you gotta feel it. He takes the gun. This is a fake. This is a prop gun. It's all plastic. He said, you gotta get there. You gotta. I'm like, Jordan, calm down.
That's the real shit, though. So Jordan, I love it. I love that intensity, though. That's what's fucking good about it. But then that balance side, when I see Alonzo in the behind the scenes, dude, you're like you are right now. Like most of the bloopers that I put in there are of you, bro. You with the clipboard is actually fucking hilarious, man. I was rolling.
Audio so probably insane when you Derek just talking about stuff he shouldn't be talking about. It's like,
man,
but the energy. There
isn't.
isn't. But the energy you guys have, see, that was another philosophy I've learned like years ago, where I was like, the reason I want a positive set, the reason why I want people to have fun and they're laughing and they're joking and they're having a great time, is because I think it shows up.
Yeah.
In what you film on screen, it just sucks it in. For some reason, that energy it just transfers over.
Whatever vibe you had on set does show up, for sure.
I think it does. I really, really believe that. And as soon as I started watching, that first cut that you guys sent me that you wanted re-edited, I was just watching it. I'm like, I could tell that you guys had a great vibe. Everybody, not just you two, but like your cast, your crew, especially your cast. You could tell that everybody was down as fuck to make this movie, and it's really refreshing to see. Honestly,
we have places. I think that helped too. It was like a real life experience. You know what I mean? I think that really helped being in that escape room. That's really an escape room, and we really don't know what these things are. So we got to figure them out as we're trying to play around and make it work in the movie.
I'm gonna be honest. I know what made our actors really so. Like I said, we were first. We ain't never done this before. Everybody was questioning if we were even credible to even do this. I don't even know what that means. Like everybody can buy a camera, but we were getting vetted like we're credible to press record on the camera. Right. And so when these people walked into this escape room, and mind you, every room that you see, they recorded on their own day, so they didn't get to see. So when they watched the movie in Final Cut. Not only do they not see, of course, their own final cut, but they don't even know what really took place in all these other rooms and what we did to incorporate them together. They just know there's this room, and this room. Every room was unique. The set is beautiful. We came in there. They came in there, cameras, 5 o'clock in the morning. We got refreshments. We got our makeup person getting everybody together. It was real. And when they saw that it was real, that's when the respect came. And then once the respect came, the fun followed right after.
There you go.
I promise you it happened just like that.
Yep, I agree.
Boom. They Matt down there, Laura's husband, he like makes all that from scratch, and they're in the escape room. It's crazy, but like you saw in the movie, you got the smoke, like you got I'm not even gonna say stuff, but you got certain things that are happening. It's like its own little special effects, you know. But all that stuff is actually built into that place. So it was.
We actually had to go and, you know, they were figuring, like, of course, during the film, they already knew some of the clues for the film, of course, is for film. Sure. But to figure that out, we captured some of them actually having to figure something out because we had to put the puzzle together to make the thing open. You ain't no just magical button. You gotta, it's an escape, it's a real escape room. So them all in the room together, it was funny, reading the books, looking at all the stuff. They had no choice. Bow down.
Awesome. That is awesome. It's fucking beautiful, man. How did you guys go about casting? What were your steps?
It was crazy. So we went the audition route. I mean, so where we come from, it's just everybody you know is in the movie with you, right? If your friends, if your family, everybody's in the movie regardless, and that's how it goes. So we held auditions, which was not the norm. And we had already been a part of like table reads with celebrity A-level talent that's in Law and Order, The Walking Dead. When I'm talking celebrities, I'm talking about that we already working with getting the education. So when people try to say, oh, these guys are nobodies, we have education from levels that have already been there and done that, way higher than the indie level. I'm not trying to down nobody at the indie level, but what we see is the NFL. We don't just see ourselves as like, oh, we're independent filmmakers. We see ourselves as like,
yeah, we in the G League right now, but we trying to get drafted. We get drafted just like everybody else.
Exactly.
Honestly, people say they're independent filmmakers, but in my opinion, until you make a movie self-distribute, you ain't no independent filmmaker. We talking about independent filmmakers, but we go through distributors that already have these connections. That ain't no independent filmmaking. Independent filmmaking would be you make a movie, you put it on a website, you sell it, all the money comes to you. That's independent. First, dependent. So if I'm gonna be dependent, let me go be dependent on Lionsgate, or be dependent on Universal, or be dependent on, you know, large hundreds of millions of dollars worth of projects. So it's really worth my time. So I get it, people are scraping six figures, but that's not movie money. I mean, that's cool, but that's not where we're at with it.
Yeah, we're trying to definitely we got the game from people that, you know, are making that type of money, and we, of course, all of us aspire to do that. So we like, okay, with these next projects, how can we, this is our starter project, we're gonna do right, we're gonna do the best that we can, we're gonna learn everything that we can. And you taught me a lot, Aaron, so thank you so much. My mama, thank you, bro. You taught us a lot. And so now we're gonna take that and we're just gonna try to level up talent, level up that, because the auditions was cool, but I would like to be able to go and, you know, hire some people in, you know what I'm saying? Really get that talent. Really search for that good talent.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, there was people we thought we wanted in roles. Because at first we gave people roles just automatically. Like, oh, we're casting this person because they look like this, or this is what we think we want. But then we saw their performance. We were like, oh, that's terrible. We can't, but we can have it here because we can just cut their lines and they could appear to be really good when they're quiet. You know, some actors are just better with nonverbal acting.
They are. Yeah, absolutely.
So we're real critical. And then we had our main character that came about was really the last person that walked in the room and surprised the heck out of us. We're like, he was kind of more like the OG, I guess you could say, in our group. So we definitely didn't expect him to show up, because who he plays in the movie is not who he is in real life
at all.
Total opposite, like 180.
Cameron, the Cameron James.
Yeah, okay. Cameron James.
He goes by 100K in real life.
Hey, but anyways, he came in the room and we weren't even we were picturing like this white guy with long hair as this person, right? Like this homeless man, or there was a couple other people that we had in mind, but it wasn't this person at all. And he came in and we was like, what do you want to do? Because we didn't think he was gonna come. What you want me? He was like, well, try this. And he did it. He was like,
and me and Jordan was like,
that shit is creepy. Like, hold on. But he was vulnerable because it was just us. It was just us three in the room. shout out to Tallgrass Film Association. They let us use their theater at no cost. Tallgrass Film Festival here in Wichita. They helped us out by supplying us that space to hold those auditions. But then he came out. But there was even a time where he'll probably tell you, like, we really expected like nothing but the best from everybody on set because we were up under so much pressure because we stepped out and we weren't supposed to step out and make a movie. It just wasn't the norm where we're from. We're supposed to stay down and do whatever people tell us to do, right?
Right.
But we didn't do that. So we even put a lot of pressure on him. And there was a point to where we were like, hey, look, man, we need you to come and we need to really see, can you get here? You know, we want you to be, can you be the Joker from Batman? That's what, you know, like when
he turned it on.
Like sometimes people think acting, I don't know, like I'm not the greatest actor either. I get it. But when I'm directing, I feel like, or when I have a vision, I feel like I can get to that point and I can be that person, you know, and that's really helped me become a better actor now. I feel like, anyways, is a director. Like, if you're an actor, you should become a director. A lot of these independent directors are like, oh, actors need to blah blah blah. Shut up! You don't even know how to act.
Right, exactly.
You know how to do. Put a script together and get out there and be quiet. Like, this person is making themselves vulnerable on camera, doing who knows what. Like,
and you behind the camera,
we do that tons of times with our actors. They'll be nervous and
and so that's also why you've seen so much like certain stuff. Me and Jordan, we was like, you know what, this is how it's supposed to be. I would even play a woman. I'm up here crying on set. I don't care. We're gonna get it done.
And that's the way you do it. You do, and that's good directing, guys. Honestly, I mean, that's one of the reasons I got more into acting now as myself, because I just wanted to write and direct stuff. That's basically what I want to do. I started acting out of necessity, right? Because it's easier if I just play the part because it's the bigger role. But I'm going to be there anyway, and then we won't have schedule problems. So if I'm there, I can just do it.
And then we don't have people understanding, what is this person doing? Where are they coming from? Where are they going?
Right,
like,
right.
Man, listen, man, I know.
Now that's who's in it.
Yeah.
Alonzo's doing it because I'm like, hey, I know he got it figured out. But
exactly.
What from here is got to be, I can't even give it out because I know there's people that are going to be like, oh, let me do that. But what we're doing next is, I'm telling you, we're not playing.
It's not playing no games.
I love it, you guys. No, that's great. Well, can you talk about it a little bit?
Can you talk about it a little bit? Like anything you can talk about?
No, I mean, we're just gonna work with some really well-known faces.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the best thing to say.
Okay.
Real well-known faces, because that's what it's about. Attaching yourself to those people that has already been there. So when they look at your life algebra and they figure out this equation about who the world is supposed to view you as and supposed to value you as, and they start plugging these people into these parentheses and exponents of your life, when it equals out, okay, he's a superstar because I done seen him with here and this means that. I done seen him with here and this means that. And I think that comes from me and him coming from that comedic background. Mm-hmm. So we know we got to attach I know I have to attach myself to next level talent for people to respect me as a comedian, regardless if I'm the funniest person in the world or not.
Right.
If I don't have a show with Kevin Hart Studios, then you ain't done nothing. If I ain't been in LA and been at Chocolate Sundays, I ain't done nothing, you know? So we kind of taking that same approach to the movie business. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's lock in some of these high level people that we can, if we can, you know, do the best that we can, you know?
No, it's a smart move. And honestly, I think it was Jay Horton that was on our show a few weeks back who said it's all about perception. It really is. What the audience perceives, what people perceive of you or your project is what matters. So it could be a hit to them just because they see you attached to somebody with a name.
Yeah.
Or because they see you posting all the time about how badass this is and it got a lot of likes. Whatever the case may be, the perception of success is based off the viewer.
Yeah.
Look at that Tweaker song by Jello. That was just a whole bunch of influencers with hundreds of thousands, millions of followers that were paid for marketing that blew that song up. That song is not hot.
No.
But like, hey, swerve on the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that is not, it's a very elementary song, but when you got the #1 basketball player in the world, LeBron James, going like this. Now it's a hit.
Yeah, it's a hit. Yeah.
Hot, so we can make it look hot. Hey, let's copy the same formula, but let's do it in the movies, and let's see what happens to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
if you're
I
a real
absolutely do.
filmmaker, you know y'all be watching. If you seen Gladiator, you know how many mistakes I counted in Gladiator 2?
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna be quiet though, because I ain't there yet. I don't want to ruin that. But I counted. I
Yep.
counted some mistakes.
That brother is like 85 years old.
Thank you.
Ridley,
Thank you.
no joke.
Jordan,
Ridley
remember when
Scott's
I,
probably
Jordan,
like,
remember when I hit you up and I was like, bro, have you seen Gladiator 2? Remember when I called?
I hate Hollywood for even just trying to take it there, because like that is, to me, I love the story at first, but now it's like you got Denzel Washington and y'all just the Furious. It's becoming stupid. It's like, what are y'all doing?
Sometimes projects are just made because the math works out.
And that's
all it
where
is.
we're at this point. It's like, okay, well, if the math works out, we're going to have a blockbuster too. Then
We're gonna
Yep.
take guns and let's do it.
let's do it. If we gonna do it, do it.
Hulk Hogan has been canceled, so he's
Yeah, you pretty much.
let's put him in a movie real quick.
We can get him now.
We can get him now. You feel me?
Hey, I'm a real. I do a lot of research on stuff like that. So if I see Jonathan Majors flop, if I see these people,
Mm-hmm.
hey, Jordan,
You could do my movie now.
yeah, hey, he'll work with me.
Yeah. I think he's coming back right now. I think he got a project out too.
Yeah, he's coming back. We waiting on one more scandal with him, and we gonna shoot him this email.
God, he's so good though.
Like the stock market, you got to get it when it's low.
Yeah, exactly.
We
He
can
was
bring
in
you
a-
back, man. We can bring you back.
Have you guys seen that Western he was in? Harder They Fall on
Oh,
Netflix?
that's good Western. Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, dude.
It's the best Western I think there is. It's a black Western. It's crazy.
And it's fucking amazing across the board, from the
Yeah.
fucking music to the action to the style, just
love
the visuals. It's
I wanna
beautiful.
make
I love it.
Yeah, that's on my list. I got one. It's coming. It's coming. I can't fucking wait to see the fucking
how
movie.
many times we watched Harley Quinn? 3 times, 4 times. Yeah, we watched that. Sorry, my ladies were here watching.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, guys, I'm super proud of all of you guys, and getting to know some of the people that were in your film. Just online, basically, just getting a vibe from them, and friending them, and just hearing their excitement for what you guys made is that's what it's all about. We had that whole thing about joining together when we started our company back in 2017, and that was the whole point of it, to just get like-minded folks that want to just fucking go and get fucking down and do this stuff
facts.
and make a fucking movie. And before that, I thought, like, literally, and I say this all the time on the show, that I had to do everything when I was making a movie. I had to act in it, I had to fucking film it, I had to edit it, I had to direct it, I had to fucking set the lights if I had to do the audio, I had to do it all, and then go and post, and then I need to make it. So now I got to take all those pieces and put this puzzle together. Literally, I didn't understand that there was other people out there that did certain things. I felt if I was a filmmaker, I had to make my fucking film. But that's how simple my perception of was it. That was it. What the fuck? Is that me?
I
That was loud.
apologize. I was trying to mute this.
It's okay.
It turns your sound down every time. I don't know.
No, it's all good. You're good. But literally, that's what happened with me. And that's how I got, I got my feet wet in everything. And then I found the things I knew I was really good at, and the other things I could kind of hopefully just play it off and be able to do it. But yeah, I think you guys found a team of people and made a fucking great movie. And that's commendable.
Now we just got to wait for the next one.
Yeah.
When you that final piece, Aaron, you don't know. You really don't know how critical. You might know, but you were extremely critical in this movie. I'm telling you, you were our third editor. So we had an initial editor, but we put a lot of work on that initial editor, and we didn't realize how much work it actually was. And this was the first project.
Okay.
So what I've learned through this process is sometimes it's better to work with people who have more experience, because they can tend to handle a little bit more, and it's probably going to be a little bit better. But then we had a second editor. You saw that edit. It didn't work out. And then we finally found you. So it's like you were a key piece in making this come full circle. If you didn't come in, this movie wasn't happening.
This movie doesn't happen at all.
Maybe, maybe it happens, but it don't happen how it is now, because with the way you edited, that ending is not how the movie ended, but the way it ends now is still, I honestly think, is more powerful than what we initially intended.
Jordan knows how I feel about the ending, so hey.
Question, Aaron, me and you for quite some days. I know you're probably like, oh my God, this kid, well, leave me alone. This guy.
Oh no, I never felt that way. No, not at all.
No,
I didn't. I honestly didn't. No, I actually enjoyed every conversation we had. Yeah. Anybody that reaches out about film, especially somebody I'm working with, like when you shared your movie with me to help you, I became a part of your vision. Right? Yeah. That's how I look at it.
Hold on, Aaron.
So shut the fuck up. But the point is I gotta get to know you. Right? Yeah. I gotta get to know Alonzo, and I got to know him based off the footage I saw. I got to know you because we chatted almost every day for a while, trying to figure this out. And just having that vibe and being a part of it, I could easily just turn. But that that doesn't come. What'd you guys say earlier about it took this journey started a long time ago. It wasn't just now. Yeah. Well, me too. Like I've been doing this since 2000. I've been editing my own shit by myself. I didn't know. But we didn't start making.
Clap for you.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do that real quick. Honestly, I mean, it's one of those things where people go, "Oh God, you're an overnight success with CCC Entertainment Group. You guys are kicking ass." I'm like, "Dude, we started this shit a long time ago." Yeah. Steve's been doing this shit. Steve worked in fucking Hollywood. He's worked on studios. Wow. Stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not like this was overnight. We've been doing this shit a long time. Just nobody fucking knew. White man. Yeah, let's tell you.
It's Black History Month, so that's the only one you get.
Anyway, I fucking am super proud of you guys. And like I told Jordan, Alonzo, I'm proud to put my name on it. I am. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I know Steve's been there too, where we work on stuff and we're like, oh, I don't put my name on that. We did it. But we helped him, but you don't want to say that, but it's true. You feel that way.
Jordan got some projects too. He ain't gonna say them.
We've all got them, man.
We've all got them.
I try to stack up a lot.
But the point is, you guys also have that drive and that focus and that passion for film and storytelling, and you guys are entertainers already. Like, you guys stand up comedy with you. Jordan, you've been doing this for a while. You made a lot of short films. You guys got this stuff down. You can do this. There's no doubt about it. So now it's elevating the game and making every project from right out better than the last one you did. And that's our philosophy here. And that's it. And that's all you got to do, guys. And just keep making them. Don't stop.
Yes,
Don't stop, won't stop,
Yes, sir. Trust me, I'm taking in all those words, man. When in this game, you almost got to take in, because you don't get a lot of pats on the back in this. You know what I'm saying? So when you meet a like-minded person like you and Steve, and we hear those, bro, I really hold on to those, because them small little things that me and Jordan be on the phone and be like, hey, remember what Aaron said? Hey, you just got to keep going. Because it's literally only our own people that we can call on to quote, to understand, because we know they literally been in the same position as us. So I thank you for that. We really appreciate it. 100%.
You're very welcome. And it matters. We all need it, and we all know those guys that are out there right now doing movies like that we want to get to that next step on, like the Chase Dudley stuff or like Jay Horton stuff, or Abel Berry. Those guys are making these movies on a level higher than we are. And they've got that work ethic. They've got that drive, that focus. They won't take fucking no for an answer. No one's going to tell them they can't do something.
Mm-hmm. Jay Horton too. He's when I work with Jay Horton, that's what really shifted.
Yeah.
Filmmaking. Alonzo could tell you when I came back from Ohio from that A Hard Place set. I
was fired up.
Look, Cody.
I thought he did some coke. I was like, what kind of? What did you...
In his set, it showed me like, oh man, I don't know what I'm doing, but I was able to observe Jay Horton in his element and see how he was moving the pieces and how his team was so independent that even if he didn't tell somebody something, they were taking initiative just because like the quality of people that he works with, they're just on that level. Like, yeah, he is the director and he's got to be there to move those pieces, but his people that are there care so much about his project as well that they're going to do whatever it takes to make whatever happen regardless.
Yep.
I saw that and I came back and it was at the perfect time. We were kind of like towards the end of our movie, but I really felt like taking those
that fixed the ending.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then we did that at the end of our movie, which turned out to be the beginning of our movie. A lot of that really helped us out. So Jay Horton, he's all those people you mentioned are amazing. I plan on reaching out to Abel here soon so I get that education.
There you
For sure. I'm not sleeping. I know you're about to get into it, but we're gonna get into it eventually. But I just think we gotta build a little bit more of a catalog and get some more education before we try to
Sure.
take those campaign fund steps and things like that. I think we take it a little bit slower before we get there. I think that might help us out. But
And
Absolutely.
we learned that by different things that we did with this movie is kind of like going through the whole development process. Not necessarily that we're scaling back and stuff like that, but just like understanding like, okay, let's get this movie down, let's get this, okay, let's get the script now, okay, let's get this, just because we just wanted to be more smoother than what it was last time. But that's also speaks to Jordan, like what you was talking about with the knowledge that we got. It is from the greats. So when you watch our movie and it's as good as it is because of the first time, it's because of that.
Yeah.
It's because we done learned. We ain't scared to ask no question. I come from a public school. You better ask or you just gonna fail. You better ask.
Right. You better fucking ask. And that's the biggest first step I think any filmmaker can take, not to be afraid to ask those questions and put themselves out there.
No.
And don't stop at
That's
no.
hard.
Yeah.
That's
That is hard.
Oh yeah. People tell us all the time we ain't gonna make it. So
Yeah, you just got to be used to it. But at the same time, fuck them. Just keep going. Yeah. Keep going.
Happened. You already done told me no.
Yeah.
Aaron, I gotta get you and Steve on one of my stream nights, man.
Oh yeah, you got a podcast you're doing now, aren't you?
So it's not a podcast; it's just a live show.
Okay.
It's just a live show on YouTube every night. So you get to pick whatever night you want. It's from 9 to 10 Central Standard Time. So that'll be 7 to 8 your time.
Our time. Okay.
Come on, man. I'm good with the times. I work at a club.
Yeah, Joe. I'd love to be on it, Alonzo. I'll jump in.
Yeah, we just play different games like House Scavenger Hunt, Zoom, charades, different stuff. Finish the lyric. We got this new game that I created called Throw It in the Bag. All different types of stuff.
That's fun, man. That's fun. Where can people find it?
Oh, Talking With Your Mouth Full live at night on YouTube. Talking With Your Mouth Full on Instagram. Just type in Talking With Your Mouth Full and it'll pop up. Common spelling and put the G's at the end. I had to make sure white people can find it. Put the G's at the end. Put the G's at the end.
Hopefully they'll do that. I'll put it in the show notes too.
Say that again.
Anything else you guys want to plug while you're here?
Oh man, just you can listen to me any weekday, Monday through Friday, 9 to 2 on the Odyssey app on Power 93.5. Also from 10 to 2 on Saturdays. That's Power 93.5. I'm radio personality. And that's really just it, man. Follow me. It's Alonzo Ross Comedy on everything for your comedy, for your live shows, for stand-up. I mean, everything. I do it all, man. I'm a jack of all trades and I'm mastering some. You feel me? So, yeah, let's get it.
I love it, buddy. Thank you. What about you, Jordan? You got anything you want to push? When's your movie coming out, man? What's going on?
Yeah, so our premiere's coming up. I was actually going to get with you to see if maybe we could hop back on this podcast when our movie's actually out there streaming and we could drop details of where people can watch it and stuff like that. So stay tuned. That's all I got to say with me. You can find me at Jordan Ray Smith or The Real Jordan Ray Smith on all platforms. But other than that, stay tuned.
All right. Steve, these guys are great. I told you. They're no joke.
I was like, hey, I'm sicker than shit. I'm still showing up. They seem cool. Yeah.
They got good energy.
I hope the laughs healed you a little bit.
Emotionally, definitely. And now I'm thinking of bacon. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for being on the show and sharing everything you guys are doing. Sharing your energy, that vibe, man. It matters. If you're listening to this show, please watch it so you can see these guys as well. You can see the passion in both of you, very much so. And as new filmmakers, I ain't gonna call you young, just new filmmakers. You guys are kicking ass, and I'm super proud of you. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to help you make this movie because I think it's fucking a great start, and you guys are on your way. Okay? Yeah, man. Steve, you want to close it out, buddy?
I'll give it a shot. We have been speaking with Alonzo Ross and Jordan Ray Smith, wonderful people and good human beings. about their upcoming film 495 that you'll be hearing about on our podcast as well. Everybody, while you're out there, I just want you to remember to think hard, because you are thinking anyway.
Absolutely fucking right. Thank you, Steve. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.
For those of you that want to be a guest on Around the Reel, please email Sam at aroundthereel253@gmail.com.
That's aroundthereel253@gmail.com.
Not Messenger. Do not message Aaron on Messenger, because then he has to send you a message that says email Sam at aroundthereel253@gmail.com.
That's aroundthereel253@gmail.com.
How come they can't just message me again?
Because nobody wants to fucking talk to you.
Can anybody reach out? That's an artist, filmmaker, actor?
If you're an artist of any kind, we want to hear from you.
But we are going to vet the crap out of you.
We don't care if you make millions of dollars in Hollywood or if you're just beginning your career in the art industry. We don't care. So everybody that wants to be on Around the Reel, yes, we want you.
That's aroundthereel253@gmail.com.